All right, Kathleen.
Hi, everybody. Nice to see you all. Thanks for coming and joining us. Appreciate it.
So we have Kathleen Woodward, myself, Joe Cunningham, Michelle Martina, Ron Rock, and Kevin Callahan should be signing in shortly. Kathleen, if you want to go through it, it's all yours.
Absolutely. So glad to let you all know that the park program and the pool program registrations have been coming in, and we have a great program set up for the summer. We've hired the pool and park staff, and they will be doing some. We just did CPR training with a lot of them yesterday at the fire department. They had a class for us, anybody that needed it. And the pool staff will be recertified this weekend. We have a pool lifeguard recertification class happening at the Whitman pool, as well as the Abington town pond. So we have a lifeguard instructor coming in, and she's offering the class to anybody who wanted to be recertified, as well as people who wanted to actually get the certification. So we have some people who are doing that. So Abington and Whitman combined, and we offered it to anybody who was in the area who needed recertification, since there were so many times when there wasn't a classes available. So, which is great. So it's a full class, which is wonderful. So the pool will be first used by our recertification program this weekend. And then if all goes well, we'll be able to open the pool on the 23rd from 3 to 7 p.m. And it will continue that way through on the weekdays. And then on the weekends, we'll open from 12 to 7. So we have just been, last Monday, we were given the go-ahead to open the pool for full capacity. There's no capacity limits. There's no capacity restrictions. There's no social distancing requirements or anything like that. Just basically the same protocol goes that if you're not feeling well, please don't come in. We will be doing contact tracing. We'll be setting up, our gate attendant will have to take people's information and the phone number to get in touch with anybody if there's any issues. So that's what the Board of Health wanted us to do, just to make sure, just to be safe. But there's no restrictions for capacity, which was a great thing when that was really limiting us with being able to open and sell pool passes, because we couldn't guarantee that everybody who had a pool pass could come and swim when they wanted to. So we've just gotten that up. The application is up online, and they can download the application, working on getting that application put onto Unibank so that people can fill out the application and pay at the same time. So that's a work in progress. What else can I tell you? So the park program has, for the first week, has over 50 kids signed up for it. And the average for the rest of it is about 40. And we're hoping that everybody who loves it the first week will sign up for more. So there's many people who have signed up for all 7 weeks, which is great. And other people who have said, we're going to try it out and see, or our schedules aren't ready, aren't ready yet. So the registration is still up and available online, but we have the majority of the registrations now, which helped us to be able to plan for the park, for the counselor staff.
One question. I believe we are going to be able to sell daily pool passes. Is that right, Kathleen?
Yes, when I talked to Lincoln, he said that he was in favor of that. And we're trying to set that up on Unipay through Unibank as well. There was just the challenge of the logistics of the payment at the pool, which we were trying to work out. But if it's able to be done through Unibank, it would be great.
So did we ever finalize the price on the daily pass? Do we need to vote on that?
We never finalized the
Right,
price on that. We
so-
finalized the price on the pool pass at $120.
So
for the
I think we
season.
need to come up with a price and then vote on that so that we can post that too.
Yes.
Obviously to the Unipay, that people can do it daily on that, but also that they can pay cash at the pool. Because some people, that's all they'll send their kid
Oh,
up.
yeah, it certainly should be an option.
Yeah.
And we have just 2 gate attendants and then the pool staff who will be taking care of that. And they're all high school or college or older than that. So they're very responsible.
So Joe, in the past, do you know what the daily fee may have been?
For some reason, I thought it was $15 for a family daily pool pass.
Oh, family, yeah. I was gonna say, I
So
thought it was,
what is defined as a family?
I believe it was up to 6.
okay. So, and then an individual price of $5, was that it?
Yes.
Okay. What are your thoughts, Kathleen, on that?
So $5 a person is a standard price per person. The $15 a family is low.
Because if it's 6, we're already at $30, it's half price. So,
So what are you thinking, like 25?
20, yeah, I was thinking 20.
or I was gonna
25.
say 20, yeah, 20 would be up to 6, living in household.
Yes.
Yes. And
All right,
that's,
so
Okay.
that's key in this state, the state that that we're in now. It's really, you're trying to still keep families together.
So would somebody want
Instead
to
of
make a
having other
motion?
people on the pool pass, so that the registration form says that the people on the pool pass have to be living at that address.
Right, okay, so I'll make a motion to set the daily pool pass fee to $5 per person, $20 max, up to 6 people living in the same household.
Yes.
Second? Kevin?
I second that. $5, $20, up to
Ron?
$20.
Ron? All right, I also agree with it. That
Me
gives
too,
us the
sorry,
20
I'm trying to get my mute button off.
Okay. So approved. Okay,
All right, so
Um,
Kathleen, we can now move forward on that. Probably put that up on the website.
Yes,
Get that
absolutely.
advertised quickly.
So for the pool program, we have the most popular sessions for the swimming lessons are session 1 and 2 at the moment. Session 3 and 4 have a few. So we'll reevaluate in the coming weeks whether that's increasing or not. And then if not, then we'll ask the people who are already in session 3 and 4, seeing if they can jump up to like session 2. Just to be sure in terms of staff offering the swim, having the swim lessons and making sure that we have enough people for the classes. But everything is still up online and everything can still be accessed and can still be paid for online. It can also be, the forms can also be downloaded and now handed in person. So now that things have opened up, it's
That's
great.
perfect.
So that's my update with the park. The park and pool staff, like I said, will be being trained and introduced to each other and explained how the program is going to run. This week, we have a meeting on the 18th with the park staff, and then we'll have a meeting with the pool staff after this coming weekend, once they're all certified and that is taken care of.
And
To set
Kathleen,
up
we
the
have enough,
pool, to get all the pool stuff out, to get the bins put together for the pool equipment. So
and we have enough staff members for both the park and the pool.
we are very fortunate that, yes, we do.
All right, good.
We have, yes, absolutely. And I actually, there's other people who, if they're taking this lifeguarding class, you know, they know that there might be a need at a later time for other lifeguards, depending on if it gets really busy too. So there's other people out there now that we know that are close by who might be interested in working at the pool as well. So I have the, you know, kind of a substitute list, I guess, in the back, which is always good because people go on vacation. And that's the same for the park program. We have enough counselors hired, so we're trying to do the best we can to utilize them all, but it's all based on the numbers of campers that we have. And so the counselors do understand that.
Okay, so the next thing, Kathleen, you were talking about the 4th of July.
Yes, so that was the other big thing that happened last week. We were talking about, now that everything's been opened up, would it be possible to have a 4th of July program? And so with Michelle's amazing help and the ability to make connections with people, and when we were at town meeting, we were able to talk to a couple of people to see if it would even be a possibility, and got clearance through the Board of Health that yes, we certainly could have a gathering, and it could be a lower version of what it has been in the past, but at least we could have something. So we got approval from the Board of Health to be able to have a 4th of July celebration.
Michelle, you're on mute.
Okay, now I'm there. Kathleen, if you want, I'll just talk quick about it.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Please do.
So first, we want to thank, we've kind of partnered up and gotten some great interest in this from the Boy Scouts. Will be there as usual, selling their hot dogs and candy and chips and water and soda and all that. The DPW has, Kathleen's talked to Bruce Martin a few times, so they're on board with helping with extra trash barrels, whatever we need. And we have had Sweeties Shaved Ice. They're like a food truck, semi-food truck. They're at a lot of the food truck rodeos. They're going to come and serve shaved ice for people to purchase. We don't, have anything to do with the money of that. They're going through the Board of Health to get their permits now. And the Whitman Fire and the Whitman Police have both donated money to the Whitman Recreation Department to help put on the event. We have secured an obstacle course jumpy and 3 different blow up type games for a few different ages. We're going to do relay races again. Representative Sullivan will be there again. And the pool will be open to the public from 1 to 4 for no charge. We'll do the bike parade starting at 10, and then the events will go till 1 o'clock, and we'll start pushing out some flyers and things this week. So that's kind of the wrap up. The only thing we're in need of is a DJ. So if anybody out there is watching this and you're a DJ, please contact the Recreation Commission, Kathleen, or if anybody on the board knows anybody. We just need to have a DJ to announce things and things like that. Unfortunately, our DJ we usually have has retired. So the only thing with this that Kathleen will back up on is we just have to get approval that we spend money for this event out of the revolving account. Any funds that we do need to spend, they will be low. but we do have to pay salary to the recreation committee workers for that day, for the pool, for the park. So we do need to get it approved that we spend money on the salary for them out of the revolving account.
So do we want to, somebody want to make a motion on this? Michelle, you know,
Make a motion. I'll make a motion to pay them on the revolving account.
all right, second.
Second.
Okay, Ron seconds. Michelle,
Yes.
and I'm a yes as well. So we're approved.
Great. So we'll have the park staff, as they have in the past, to help out with the relay games and the different activities. So Gabby is creating a schedule for that, and we'll figure out how many people that we need for the program with the blow up things. This needs to be like kind of self-monitored. There's a couple people, and then a couple people doing the activities down on the ball field. And then the lifeguards from 1 to 4. So should be
We
fun.
still, are we still dealing with Busy Bee with the blow up things?
No,
Okay.
no, we went with a different vendor this time. Cost was a big factor.
Okay.
So that's that gets us up to speed on 4th of July. Like Michelle said, we have because it was the flyer is gonna make sure that we are thanking the supporters for the groups in the town who are helping us out. So it's a great team effort for sure, which is awesome. And I was talking to the fire department yesterday when we were there for the CPR course, and they're just so excited that to see kids out again and to see it all happening. So it's going to be a huge thing. So I'm glad we were able to put it together in a very short amount of time, I must say. But it's working, so it's all good. So I'm glad. I'm so glad to be able to have one. So that it will be announced, and flyers will be up and explaining everything too. So
This is fantastic.
Yeah.
Michelle, thank you.
Worries. And then the only last thing, I don't, someone else might have something else to say, but what I'd like to say is, I'm hoping that, Kathleen, maybe you would have more info on this, but I'm hoping that the month of July, we can meet in person, not on Zoom. And possibly, I think we should meet right after the 4th meeting, like go back to our like Wednesday night meetings, maybe the 2nd Wednesday of the month or something. So I don't know, Kathleen, if we want to make sure.
Last week I was at the town hall on Tuesday, and the conference room, next to the recreation department was being used for a public meeting. So it's definitely able to happen.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Michelle.
And we were all separated, a few feet apart from each other and following the protocols.
Yeah, we had to pull this one together quickly, just to get things done, which has made Zoom very convenient for us. But
Oh,
yes,
absolutely. No, and it's honestly been a lifesaver in terms of being able to meet quickly, for sure.
Going forward, are we going to be able to do quick meetings online like this?
Well, to be honest with you, I don't mind. I mean, everybody's own opinion. I don't mind doing these Zoom meetings. What I will say, I understand Zoom is different for everybody. I understand everybody's working and has jobs, but what I don't think is okay is people getting on 20 minutes after the meeting started and a couple of us are waiting. Our time is all valuable. We all work. We have to have good connections because we're constantly voting. I know a couple months there, it was people couldn't hear or get on or things like that. And I feel like Zoom is good for quick meetings if we do have to approve something. But I think as a committee, we haven't met in over a year. We need to get together and meet. Kathleen's new.
Absolutely.
She's doing an awesome job, but I think we need to meet and people need to set aside a good hour to an hour and a half for our next meeting in person. And if you can't commit to the time capacity of this committee, then it might be time for other people to step up. That's all I have to say.
I had one quick thing, just to throw out on the table. That way we can talk about it July 4th, or our next meeting, I should say, is trying to host some sort of gathering barbecue or something at the end of the season. You know, our park staff, our pool staff works hard. They don't even know who our committee is. You know, it would be nice for us to go out there and be able to thank them personally as well. I mean, Kathleen, you're always going to be the face because you're the director, but the rest of us are behind the scenes, and it would be nice for us to be able to go thank them at the end of the year with maybe a little, you know, a 2-hour barbecue with some pool time.
Yeah, that's a great
I
idea.
think that's a great idea.
They would definitely be appreciative of that. They're all great, energetic kids. A lot of them are returning, and they, as you know, they've been a part of the pool and park program probably since they were younger. You know, they attended it, and now they work there, and it's a part of them. So that's what we heard over and over again when we were interviewing everybody. So that would be great.
Yeah, even
We gonna
Joe,
need to
because
vote on that?
well, maybe even we could do it on like, because some kids start to leave and go back to college like the second week in August. So maybe we could even do it like, maybe even do like a Sunday morning before the pool opens and supply like donuts and breakfast or something, if that worked better, to not try to have everybody come back. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know. Whatever idea.
The last day of the park program is August 13th. That's the end of the 7th week.
Yeah, so maybe we can all look at our calendars and kind of figure out maybe one of those, whether we do it at the end of the day or do it on the weekend morning before the pool opens, or the end of the day when the park program ends, to not have to try to bring them back for another day. I don't know, whatever you guys think would work.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
that's
can,
a good idea.
you know, like I said, on our next meeting, we can land it down. Everyone take a look at their schedules and see what works.
Awesome.
But
Yeah,
just something to throw out
I
there.
know they would definitely appreciate that.
Yeah. So that sounds great.
And really quick, Kathleen, everything, I know Whitman Little League's working really hard on keeping the fields up, as is the DPW. Everything going fine with?
Yes, we haven't had any challenges with there's been great communication with everybody, with the outside people who are using it, and there's been great communication with all of the programs with lacrosse and softball and Little League and soccer. They've all been working really well together and reaching out if need be. And so it's been, all the teams have had all the leagues have had a great spring season.
Perfect. That's what we like to hear.
Yes, absolutely. And they do, like the DPW and Whitman Little League and the softball, they take really good care of this fields. I did have a request. Thank you for bringing that up, Joe, because I had a request from Whitman Youth Soccer to be able to see how they would be able to take care of their fields, because they are in need of their fields being, reseeded, and there's some work that needs to be done. So I'm not sure how, and they said that they would be able to, wanted to look into it and do it. How does it go about? Is it the recreations challenge, or not necessarily challenge, but to proceed with this, or is it the school department, or is it the town of Whitman? Like, I'm not sure. So that's something we can talk about at a later time, but I know they were trying to figure that out as well.
Okay.
And
Yes,
the other question I had is about pool rentals. Are we going to offer pool rentals?
well, I would say if we're at full capacity now, we should be able to now start renting the pool out as well.
So
You're talking for like pool parties and stuff, right?
yes,
Like birthday parties?
right. So that usually happened in the past. Kevin, you might remember, does it happen like from like Saturday mornings and Sunday mornings?
It usually does, Kathleen.
Okay.
So do we have to set a fee on that also?
I'm fairly certain the fee used to be $150.
But we have
Because
to make sure we're covering costs. We have like very tight budget.
No, right, exactly. I'm just saying that's what it used to be.
It used to be, okay.
Yeah.
And what is a pool party consist of, like 2 hours?
Yes.
From what I understand, it's about 2 hours, but I was not sure on the cost of the rental cost.
Kathleen, what would you have to have for staff?
You'd need at least two lifeguards. I think it was really just the two lifeguards.
I would
Possibly
think you would
three,
probably
depending on if
need,
there was more, but I'm not
On how many people?
how many people.
I would think, Kathleen, 2 lifeguards and possibly a gatekeeper, because the lifeguards have to stay on the pool. And if there's, spillage or accident or anything like that along the pool decks, at least we'd have somebody else there to clean it,
Okay.
so that the lifeguards would be focused on there.
So 2 lifeguards at their hourly rate plus the gatekeeper at their hourly rate for those 2 hours.
I would say if it was 150, then based on what we approve the salaries, it'd be 2 hours, but they probably have to get there a half hour before the
Yeah,
party
half an hour,
starts and
because
stay
I
a
think
half
they do
hour
a little
after.
bit of I do think they do a little bit of setup.
Okay, so let me do quick math. So my recommendation would be for the 2 hours that we would charge a minimum of 175.
Yeah, I think with the
And that's only based
the
on,
increase in going up to that all the staff are paid at least minimum wage, if not more, because they have certification or years of experience. So that has increased.
So Michelle, that's based on 2 hours, right?
the 175, what I based it on was 3 hours for 2 lifeguards and 3 hours for 1 gate attendant. And for bare minimum to cover costs of their salaries and that, we would be super close to the $150. So that's why I'm suggesting 175, just in case, we had to keep someone a little bit later for cleanup if something happened and they had an extra half hour. And again, the only other thing would, Kathleen, could you see any foreseen reason that we would need 3 lifeguards? Would there be a max on the amount of people they can have? Should we set that?
Yeah, I mean, that's why, like, when the pool is open from 12 to 7, there do have to be 3 lifeguards on, because it's hard to tell like how many people would come in, but if there was, I don't know if there was any limit on how many people were in a pool party.
Yeah, I mean,
Usually like a family reunion type thing, or a birthday party. So you're not talking a lot of people, probably the most maybe 50, but.
right. So Joe, do you think that's something we should vote on, a cost and a max amount of people?
I think we should, because Kathleen's gonna start putting all the new rates and stuff out, and daily pool passes. We should probably have this included.
Yeah, so Kathleen, looking at your figures, do you think the 175 is a good spot?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
So
For
do you want me to
2
make a motion?
hours.
Yeah.
And then
Do you want
the
me to make a
staff.
motion, Joe?
Yes, please, Michelle.
Okay, so I'll motion to set the cost of rental for the pool for a 2-hour event at $175 with a maximum of 50 people.
Somebody want to second that?
A second.
Ron seconds. Kevin?
Vote yes.
And I'm also a yes. Approved.
That is all on my agenda, unless anybody has any questions.
All right, roundtable. Michelle?
Oh, I'm good.
We do have to, so the conservation, there's a conservation, a new conservation that, is
The
a
Community Preservation Act.
Community Preservation Act that is, has been, started up. It was just passed through town meeting, and the Recreation, Commission needs to, have a representative on the commission.
What's it involve?
Want me
What
to
does-
talk?
What does it involves, there's, it's the planning board, I wish.
What it is, yeah, what it is basically is, we voted at maybe the last election that we now are taxed a little bit extra on our taxes, and the money goes towards the Community Preservation Act, which can be used for all sorts of things in the town. So
Okay.
from all different boards in the town, they need one representative. And in addition to that, the selectmen appoint, I think it's 4 representatives to a committee that will meet. I think it will be monthly. And you basically present a budget, go forward with ideas on how this money should be spent. And, so obviously the Recreation Committee, we can bring forth to the board, if we thought we needed something for the park. It has to, the specific guidelines what this money can be spent on. So it does involve, I think, monthly meetings, working on a budget, because they tell us how much money we have in our budget, and then deciding amongst all these boards in Whitman with what the money's going to be spent on, basically.
Oh, okay. So
All
we
right,
need someone
I'll
on
find the
our
information
board.
to read it to you.
Yes, we need to basically have one person from our board be on that board. And just to cut to the chase, I don't mind being on it. So unless someone else is interested in doing it, I would like to be part of that board.
Michelle,
Yeah,
I would love to have you as part of the board.
okay, thank you. Does that
I
cut to the
second
chase?
Michelle.
I was trying to find a little
I'll
information
second
about it to read it to you, but I think we.
Kevin,
got-
second, Joe,
I third that one.
okay?
Here you go.
Oh, you got 3.
Okay, I don't vote, right?
And I wouldn't.
Doesn't matter. You have the 3 votes
You have
anyways.
the 3 votes. You're good. Thank you, Michelle. I think it's
Okay.
it's a great, it's great that the town of Whitman is having that. I know it's been successful in Hanson.
Back to the board once we have a meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right, that's fantastic.
That's it.
Now we'll wrap up. Michelle,
Okay.
you have anything?
Nope, that is all from me tonight.
All right, Kevin,
I do not have anything though,
Ron?
but I'll tell you right now, I'll be early next time, Michelle.
Okay. Thanks, Kevin.
You're welcome.
Ron, anything? I guess not. All right, so that wraps it up. Let's tentatively say the Wednesday after the July 4th week for an in-person meeting. We'll keep that as tentative and we'll confirm that as soon as we know everybody can actually make it.
Okay, that's the 14th, just so
I
you
was
know.
just gonna say it's the,
July 14th, you said?
Yep.
yes.
Oh.
The Wednesday
Commission meeting.
after is the 7th, but.
Well, yeah,
What
I
time
was
is it?
thinking the
After
week
that?
after.
Yeah, the week after that, the 14th.
14. What time is that again?
Kevin, what time I know you get out of work kind of late. What time actually works for you?
No, it doesn't. I can get out earlier. I just wanna.
Like you want to do like 7:30?
Does 7 work for you guys? Good, all right. I mean, if
Mhm.
you want to get in there at 6, because I can. Yeah, 7's good for me, but I'd have to get out early, so that's fine with me too. So you said 6, I'll just get out early.
Kathleen, that's your call.
That's, I mean, it's really up to you guys. I'm able to be there anytime, especially since it's July.
Let's do
Yeah.
this. Let's set it for 7 o'clock. And if for some reason it doesn't work, we'll talk amongst ourselves and get it figured out.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Awesome, I'll be there 20 minutes earlier. Sorry about that. Okay.
So
All right,
Cap,
good.
for you and me, it's 6:30, for them, it's 7.
There you go.
I wasn't going to add you on that.
You want me to pick you up?
Please, yeah, that would be fun. Jeez. Yeah, no,
Charge
thank you.
$30.
Man, to the town hall.
30 bucks. You got to charge more than that. I'm coming from Chelsea.
Okay, so Joe, do you want me to motion to adjourn?
Yes, please.
Motion to adjourn at 7:30 PM.
Second.
I second that.
Thank you all
All
so
in
much
favor?
for your dedication.
All in
I
favor?
Aye.
really appreciate it.
Aye.
Aye.
All
Great.
right, everybody. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thanks so much.
Bye.
Kathleen.
Come visit us at the park. We'll be having a great time. Summer fun. Woohoo! Thanks, everybody.